bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert will find Williams on the slant. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Melvin Gordon now. He and the offense, they trot back out there. And these are the games hitting pay dirt as we see as many times as he has that running backs dream about, right?
It's okay to be selfish in this circumstance, isn't it, partner? Because this selfishness, getting to the end zone time and again, only helps your team. This is where it's okay to put up big numbers and people don't worry about it. This is really, really good performance.
It's been an unbelievable performance. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Bridgewater. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Bridgewater's throw taken in here by Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. To throw, Bridgewater. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
That is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. Toward the pylon, caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos add on. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will extend this big lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Roberts on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The play fake, Bridgewater. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Play action now, Bridgewater. They're going right back to Hamler. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 40. Play fake. Bridgewater. He'll get this one to Patrick. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. They go play action. Bridgewater finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He finds his man, complete. That's Patrick. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Open man, he completes it to Judy. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. K.J. Hamler, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. McManus's point after is good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Roberts now on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team.
Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Bridgewater. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Patrick. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8. Now Bridgewater. He finds his man, complete. It's Patrick. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's Bridgewater. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick there to make the grab. And the